Hi guys, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm in a different location. I am in a cemetery. I came up here, well, I woke up at the crack of dawn today, came here because I wanted to make my Halloween video, or my Halloween intro rather. I had a plan that I wanted to come here, and I only wanted just to take my time with this place. I wanted to walk around, take my time, take it nice and steady, and look at all the shots that I thought that were spooky or would make a cool shot. But as soon as I came in, I thought, well, I'm in the graveyard, so spooky's kind of everywhere, and cool shots, I'm kind of spoilt for choice. But I did my best. I walked around a part of this cemetery because it is massive, and I filmed as much as I can. Not everything obviously is going to be in there. I'm probably going to have way too much footage, but you know, it's better too much than too little. I filmed some of me as well, so I'm going to be editing it when I go back home, and hopefully it'll turn out okay. I also bought a guidebook, because this one's called HighGate Cemetery, and you can come in here, but there is a admittance fee, which is £10. I don't know how much that is over in American, probably about $15. But the reason why that they charge is because this place needs to be maintained, and yeah, and plus it's real cool as well. You could spend all day in here and yeah, just wandering around. They do offer guided tours, which I will be booking for October, so I'm not sure if I can film, but if I can, I will. And I also bought a guidebook, which costs about £5. So I'll be reading this for October. Not sure if I'll do a video for it, but if I get enough responses and enough people want me to do a video on this, then I will. But I thought I would take you around, not film the whole thing, but show you the highlights and just give you a general taste and a flavour about what HighGate is and what it looks like. So yeah, I'll just show you around, guys, and yeah, hopefully it'll be somewhat interesting. So this is what you see when you come into HighGate Cemetery. This is the entrance, or the path to come in. And yeah, it's really cool here. I do like it here. All the graves, they go back way into the woods. I don't know if you can quite see it, but they go way back. So there's no path back there. There's just so many bodies here, and there's probably like thousands and thousands of bodies here, and it's just really interesting, the history here. You can it's like there's a sadness, but there's also some sort of peaceful here. It really is. And it's also sadness that comes with cemeteries, and there's people walking around, so I've got to be careful about not showing their faces because of privacy and all that type of stuff. But yeah, it's really nice walking here. You do get an exercise here. I just want to point this out as well, guys, that even though we're in a sad cemetery, I mean, flowers and beauty do come through, and I do like all these wild flowers. You see them not everywhere, but spread out here and there. And yeah, just really, yes, you do get a workout while walking around this place. I mean, there is guided tours here, or you can walk around. There is no time limit. You can spend however much time you want in here. So we got this part of the cemetery, which is called the Circle, but I think it's inspired by Egyptian architecture. And when you come through this place, when I show you in a minute, you'll see that this place was the setting of a famous movie, which I will explain what it is as I go through. So we are getting into the circle now, or what I call the circle. And as you can tell, if you've seen the Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. This was filmed in the kind of climax of the movie, where all the wizards were running around and trying to stop Grindelwald from doing his evil plan, his evil stuff. And all these tombs, I mean, all these doors are going to separate tombs to all these different people. I don't know if these are, these are probably the most wealthy people buried here, or some of them anyway. But it's very, very somber. You have all these metal doors, which some have got different styles than others. Yeah, it's just, the history of this place is unreal. So I just want to point out this tomb for you guys. This was actually broken in when this place was actually abandoned. There was no one here, there was no staff members here. Not sure when, but when there was no one here, this tomb was actually broken into, and that's why the door is like this. Somebody probably bashed it in with a crowbar, and this is all like stonework, so somebody bashed this door in and stole everything that was in it. All the valuables that is in this tomb. Not sure if it was all retrieved or not, but it's kind of sad that people are that desperate for money that they actually thieve from the dead. So we are coming up to the two biggest tombs that actually are on this cemetery, as far as I'm aware. You have this mammoth of a building, which you would think that would be like an office somewhere, but I'm pretty sure that this is where someone is buried, someone of extreme wealth. There is no name that I can see on it, but it's not an office, it is definitely a tomb of some sort. And this building that you see in front of you is the catacombs, which is closed to members of the public such as myself that are walking around. But when you go on guided tours, they do open this, and the guided tours go into this place, and it's catacombs. You've got all shelves of coffins there, and apparently somewhere down this area there were a couple of coffins that were broken into, because somebody broke into this place and thought that they were vampires. They were convinced that they were vampires, and they wanted to, I don't know, probably stake them like Dracula. I don't think that grave robbing was their motivation, but that's what happened back in the days. People probably believed in vampires. It's kind of amazing that people back then were still stupid. And this is just a walk on top of the circle, because the circle's kind of lower down and you have these stairs that come up from it. So yeah, you can walk around the top. It's got a little green bit in the middle. And I wanted to show you one of them big mausoleums, but there was a tour guide there, so I'll go back there in a minute. This interesting tomb or grave here, I'm not entirely sure what the ins and outs of are, but there was a the guy George was, I'm pretty sure, was a lion tamer, and he got killed by a lion, so that's why it's proudly mounted on top of his grave. So yeah, you can walk around here for ages and just take it all in, just the sadness of the place. And there are more people here than were when I first came here, so I'm trying not to film people too much, or if it can be helped, to respect people's privacy and to also respect the dead, because if you guys do come to cemeteries during the October period, which you should, these places shouldn't be forgotten, they should be remembered. I also want to point out this little thing here that actually looks like a gate, but I'm pretty sure that's someone's headstone. Kind of unique for someone to do a metal headstone rather than a stone or marble one. But as I was saying, that if you are inspired to come to graveyards during October, I would recommend, or I would implore you guys to be respectful. Please be respectful of the dead, the living, the guests, the staff that work there. You know, don't make too much noise. You know, if you take any rubbish with you or any food with you, take all your rubbish away with you as well. So just be respectful, as these places are people's final resting places, and they should be respected accordingly. So while I'm waiting for the tour group to go away from that big mausoleum, because I really want to show you it, because I do believe that that person is the most wealthy person buried here, or wealthiest person, I just want to record some of this, and just to wander around and just talk, really, just show you a bit more while we're waiting, or while I'm waiting rather. And I do believe that down here is where one of Charles Dickens's wives is buried. She's way back in the wooded area, so I can't get to her, but somewhere down that area. And yeah, I mean, you do get a exercise there, because this is on a hill, so you're always either walking uphill or walking downhill. But I was thinking, when I was walking around there, I was actually thinking that their records must be extensive, because there are so many people buried here, and I'm like thinking that they must know who's buried here and roughly where they are, because there are literally thousands of people buried here. And no, I haven't seen or witnessed any paranormal activities apart from the kindness of strangers, which is strange by itself. But you know, it's just a cemetery. You actually know what you're getting. Yes, people may be thinking, oh, we have to pay for it. Oh no, I'll give it a miss. But there's so much history here, guys. There really is. And if you are in the UK, and if you are planning to go up to a cemetery, I'm planning to go up to new ones that I haven't been to this October. But if you are planning to come up to Highgate and you are a little bit put off by that price tag of £10, there is no time limit for it. You can spend all day in here from the moment they open to the moment they close. And you know, and plus you can think about this way, that it helps staff just maintain this place, because, well, with the gardening and the weeding, the weeds are everywhere. Some of the graves are collapsed, so they have to maintain it. So they have to you know, ask for money to actually keep up with the appearance of the place. And also, this is an active cemetery, and when I say that, I mean that people are still being buried here. Obviously, because of the lands, there is limited space, but people are still being buried here. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful, it's sad, it's somber, it's overwhelming, it's interesting, it's fascinating, it's beautiful, if I haven't said that word already. And I know the people that are watching this are mostly going to be horror fans or horror lovers, or are trying to get into horror. And yeah, you shouldn't really be creeped out by cemeteries, guys. But yeah, they are really sad, because eventually we are all going to end up in one of these. We're all going to be put in a wooden box one day, and yeah, go back to the mud, as Joe Abercrombie said in his First Law trilogy. We all go back to the mud, and the weeds all take us, and you know, it is all sad and gloomy, all doom and gloom and all that stuff. But it is true, we are all going to live forever. And yeah, but these places are kind of a reminder about, you know, what was and who was, and know, history. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had to wait for the tour group to go, but this is the big mausoleum that I was referring to. It is massive, and the name above the door is Julius Beer. I do believe that this is probably the wealthiest person buried here, as his tomb is the biggest here. Not sure who Julius Beer was, but someone clearly with a lot of money. And I do love these doors. I do love the, what's that, lion door handles there, or door knockers. And just to peep in, it's just like the detail of it is unbelievable. It is. I don't know if you just try and be respectful of this person and the staff here, but the detail of it is exquisite. I mean, the marble, the artwork in it, and you know, it's just incredible that, you know, some people have just got like a plain, you know, boring gravestone, and this person's resting place is bigger than some people's apartment buildings, you know. But you know, if you've got it, you might as well. I mean, I don't know if this person had any relatives, but yeah, I mean, if they didn't, I mean, what else are they going to spend their money on, I guess. So guys, I think I've shown you everywhere that I want to do a commentary of, and I have filmed everything that I want to for my Halloween intro. So sorry, so what I'll do now is I will just film the last bits and pieces that I haven't shown you, and I won't add any music to them. I'll have the ambient sounds, so yeah, hopefully you enjoy it, guys. I won't take up this way, guys, because this way leads to the circle, and this bit is just basically this little bit. You know, there's nothing much back there that I would like to actually show you. So this bit down here just leads back to the entrance, which I pretty much showed you everything there is here, really. And maybe you've seen stuff in here that I've got in my intro. So guys, that has been our little tour video. Hopefully you found it somewhat interesting. I tried to do commentary and show you the place, overall. Obviously it's just like a little, bite-sized mini tour thing. Stuff that I've learned from YouTube videos about this place. And yeah, just wanted to show you it because I was here for doing my Halloween intro for my videos for October only, guys. And yeah, I just thought I would do another tour video for you while I'm here. I'm going to head off now, or I might go on to the other part of the cemetery because there's two parts of HighGate. There is the west side and the east side. I'm on the west side. So if you want me to do a tour for the east side, then I'll be more than happy to do that. But just comment down below. Let me know if you want me to do a tour of the east side. Again, I'm not sure how interesting this video will be, but if enough people show interest that they want me to do a tour of the east side, then I will be more than happy to do that. Obviously not today, but on a different day or a different visit. Right now I'm going to get something to eat. There's a stall here that sells food, probably about like £10 a sandwich or something ridiculous like that. We're in the centre of London, so it's going to be expensive, but I'll see what they are. What they have and all that stuff. And there's a chapel here which I'm going to be sitting and contemplating my one of my dear friends, which I won't go into in this video, and also contemplating the year as a whole, I suppose, and then go on to the east side for a little bit and then head home. But I will have this video out as soon as I can. Hopefully it's not going to be too big of a pain in the ass to edit. And I will also edit my intro. If I can, I will have it connected to this video, but if this video's too long, then I will have it separately. So yeah, hope everyone's excited for the Halloween period. Yeah, have fun, but be responsible and all that stuff. God, I sound like a grown-up. Yeah, just have fun. Let me know what you're planning to do during the October period. If you're planning to go to any parties or any events, or what you're reading and what you're planning to watch. And also if you're planning to come to graveyards during the October period. And if you are, please be responsible and please be respectful when you come to these places. So yeah, with all that out of the way, guys, I'll see you in my next video.